All right, fellow arborists and loggers, more specifically loggers, but if you understand the logging industry, feel free to chime in here. So, here's the deal. I'm wetting a massive white oak stand, I think. So I tagged this massive white oak. It's about 48-inch diameter at the bottom, so obviously not on the narrow side, but as you can see, it doesn't skinny up too much there as it goes up. So I tagged it. Now I knew when I tagged it, this was not going to be a veneer log. It has lots of branching and twisting and whatnot. But I figured because it's white oak and the sheer amount of board footage, this was going to be worth cutting in my mind. So now here's the deal. I got to clean up the firewood. And you guys know the drill. If you don't have a commercial processing set up for firewood, that's a lot of back-breaking work, doing it by hand, cutting it, splitting it, and selling it. So I do that, but I only do it because it's a byproduct of the logging. I don't want to waste it. So I don't specifically want to cut trees for firewood. So, and this is what I'm getting to. You tell me what you would do. It's not too late. I could cut this tree. The truck's not coming for a week yet, so I got other trees to fall. I tagged it, looked at it briefly when I tagged it months ago. And then I came back today and getting ready to cut it. I just fell a black walnut behind me, and that was great. The tree's great. And I came over to do this one and I reassessed it. And so I'm looking at it. Again, looked for wire, any fencing. This is a smaller property. That's where you end up finding hardware a lot. I looked for wire. I didn't see anything to indicate wire. Obviously, I have some dead branches up here. These old gnarly trees, they just tend to have a lot of dead branches from what I've seen. So I wasn't real alarmed by that. And then I was making a video of looking for wire, and here's what I found. Let me just show you. Now, we're on the downhill side. I don't know if you can tell here, but it's a drop from this level here to down there is probably about, that must be at least a 4-foot drop, if not more, to that level there where I'm pointing. So we're going down towards the creek here. Anyhow, so I'm looking for wire, and I guess I was too busy looking for wire. I never looked down. And here's what I found. Right here, I found a hole. Now, we are way lower. If you look up there, there's the top side. So that's where I'm going to end up having to cut it because I'm falling it that way. So I'm going to have to notch it out up there and wedge it back here because it's leaning that way. But this hole, I stuck a stick in. It wasn't a big stick, but I got it to turn and go up at least a little bit. So I don't know how far that hollow spot goes. But based on the amount of dead branches on both sides of this tree, and based on that hole, despite its massiveness, I think I determined this is a no-value tree. I don't want to cut it down and be stuck pulling firewood out for several days. That thing's enormous, as you can see behind me, I think. So tell me what you would do. Tell me what you think. I think I'm making the right choice to just let it stand. It is technically still alive. It'll produce some acorns for the deer for a few more years before it dies off. And what would you do? Let me know. Thanks for watching.